So this is Sarah's audit, Sarah from Wild Cedar Hair Solutions. So let's go. First things first, let's have a look at the bio, Sarah. Lovely logo. It's really nice. Whoever's designed this, it's a really nice logo. However, I would much rather it just be your face, a picture of your face. Okay. Let's sell this business through Sarah rather than the name Wild Cedar, blah blah blah. Okay. You're going to see massive improvement on client acquisitions just from that. People buy from people, remember, not companies. Okay. Moving on to your bio, the top line, I like that. All good. Yep, that's all perfect. So here, I help men and women with hair loss. I would extend this. Okay. Get emotional about it. Take away this, the toupee artist, women's hair toppers, etc., etc., and all the way down to here. So take away all that and have a nice paragraph, okay, deeply emotional about how you help men and women regain their confidence and live their lives again, okay, all that sort of stuff. And owner of, okay, you can keep this link in if you want, this other thing, the unisex hair salon, but I don't think you need it. Purely because if this is the page that you want to drive your hair systems through, they're already on it. So there's no need for them to go, actually, I don't want a hair system, I want a haircut instead, or you know what I mean. So I would have on this page your ladies and your men's hair systems. And I would just have one link. Okay, I think you were talking about it. We had a call, didn't we? So I believe you're getting that sorted where you just have like a one link thing, and that is for all your bookings. So if you get that sorted, that should be a lot easier. And then when we get the content dialed, the funnel should be nice and easy, okay? So let's get that into place. Moving down, collab. What's the collabs you've been doing here? Let's have a look. Hair loss. Okay, that wasn't really much. And then you got your logo. Okay, yeah, probably just sort them out. I would just keep these. Do you know what I quite like doing now? The education thing's cool, okay? The hair topper thing, really interesting. So I would have your highlights as women's, men's, and then that's it really. I mean, you can put some other bits if you want to put the education side of it and stuff. And they are just your highlights. So your highlights of your women's toppers, your highlights of your men's hair systems, and then you could even have in here client reviews and stuff like that, okay? So moving on. Content stuff. Let's have a look at the reels. I always like to just click on reels as they're the biggest converter, okay? So, okay, let's have a look at this. Not too shabby. Okay, I think you sent me this reel, didn't you? So, okay, bit of feedback on this reel. The zooms are way too much. Okay, and I see a lot of people putting the hair system on with the back like this. You want it to try and just come over and just be like whack, just one foul swoop and really like, okay. I always film just the very end of the lip just going down. I find that does really well. But let's watch it again. See the zoom, and when we do these zooms, we want to zoom into what we are actually focusing on. So you zoomed into like here, which there's nothing going on there, is there? So we want to direct that zoom at the action that's taking place. Really nice hair system. Quite a long after, and I get it because you're showing off the fade. It's lovely. It's really, really nice. And then it just ends. So that's cool. That's okay. Okay. We could work on this hook a little bit better and do the zooms a little bit better. And then sort of when you got this light behind you, you don't really see it that well. But there's defo some tips and tricks I can show you on that for sure. I like that you've only got a few hashtags. That's good. So I think you must have taken some advice. Let's give you a like. From the other ones you've been watching, I don't like a lot of hashtags, and it's done all right, isn't it? Like, let's face it, compared to your other ones, it's actually performing not too bad. So this one, is this the same one? Oh yeah, okay. Obviously, all this is going way too fast, so we're not really getting to see what's going on. And all these little clips, like, they're all reels in themselves, you know, or at least carousel posts, okay, be much better. The women's toppers are super impressive. I love this white hair system here. I'd love to see more of that. So we can definitely make them into their standalone pieces, okay? Once we grab the angles and the content a little bit better. And you can see like the finished result is really, really nice. So you're doing a really good job. Again, minimal hashtags, which is good. Hair loss specialist, before and after hair loss. So what I would put in your hashtags, okay, little tip is, it has to be completely specific to the video, which these are, okay? But I would have hair loss, then hair system, and then what else have we got here? Just a little snippet of people's lives, changing, blah, blah, blah. And then you could have hair replacement, something like that, because these are the things that people will be typing in to search. They're not going to be typing in before and after, okay? If that makes sense. It used to be a thing where you could put stuff like that and it would just show up on the feed. It doesn't anymore. So we need to be really specific and think about SEO work. Think about what will people be typing in around what we're trying to sell them. And going down. Man like Kyle, man like Tom. You said you work like in your garden, didn't you, and stuff? But that is a hell of a setup. That's really cool. Really impressed with that. And you had the boys out giving you some like a refresher, I guess it was, wasn't it? So yeah, really nice. I like these clips and stuff, and it's cool to use the Hair Repair Club and stuff because obviously it will just feed off the back of all their views as well. Kyle's a little genius, isn't he? Look at that. Absolutely brilliant. And a beautiful countryside as well. Beautiful. Okay. Yeah. Nice reel. Let's have a look at the mini advert reels. So go to here. So these are your top performers. It's not doing too bad. You're getting over 1,000 and stuff, so that's pretty good. Hair loss specialist, confidence, younger. So again, keep them more hair system related, and I think you'll find a small improvement with that. Okay. Man like Kiki, he's been hitting me up as well. He's been he's been trying to find a hair system specialist. He's been telling me, so I don't know if he comes to you or not. So yeah, give me a shout, and if not, I don't know if he lives near you or not. Beautiful after, yeah, love the fade and everything, really nice. It looks really settled, so interested to see if that's like a maintenance appointment or not. But yeah, it looks really settled, looks nice. Outliers for your reels. You know, we got like this one that's at 2. Interested to see if you've like branched into like the 5,000s just yet, but I don't think you have. Oh, yeah, nearly. Okay. There's an outlier here. Okay, this one. And why is it an outlier? Loads of likes on it, which is really good. And it's cool because it looks odd. She's got some mad sunglasses on and something's going on in it. So that's pretty cool. Actually looking minutes with a hair topper. So cool. Yeah, hair topper. This reel banged, and it's because you're in it. You need to be more of these videos, okay? And I'm not saying that you need to be front and center. People need to see that you're there in the profile picture. They need to see that you're there in the reels. Not every reel though. Just do every other reel. Just you do something in it, okay? Just so they can see who is fitting hair system. Lovely, lovely end result. Really nice. See all this afterwards was kind of useless and redundant because we've already seen the after. So I would stick to your afters being really slow and controlled and just panning like that. This is literally what I do. I hold my phone and then I'll just go. That's it. It looks stupid, but you got to like lock your elbows in and just do that. So you get a really nice smooth sort of pan. Okay. And then once you do that, that takes a few seconds. Boom, end the video because they've got what they came for. Okay. But yeah, good like count on that as well. So this is your outlier. More of this. You can do this with the men's ones and everything. Okay. Again, I teach my structure to for my actual reels and stuff will be taught within the mentorship and stuff. But that worked well for you. So definitely do that. Have that as one of your content buckets. Okay. These ones are always funny, aren't they? Because they're like just a bald head. So I always find that they do pretty well because people are like, what's going on here? Nice. Nice. And then we got an upside down one. I'd love that to be flipped. There we go. And yeah, not too shabby. The after's really good. So your skill level's there, which is really important. Really important. Client review, always very professional. So this client review stuff in your highlights. Just bang them in your highlights one after another. Review, review, review. You know, you can get it from Booksy and stuff like that. Keep this nice and clean. I like that there's not a lot of hashtags. It doesn't look too desperate, which is cool. Apart from that, really good. Oh, we got a 5,000. 5,000. I always find people with tattoos do really well. Yeah, that's so sick. That's so sick. DM me, please, what colour that is. I'm really intrigued to know. I feel like it's like a 350 or something. That is a really, really cool looking system. Yeah, that is really, really cool. Really nice job on that. And it's really appealing to watch because it's a clear before and then it's just boom and you're like, no way, that's not his, that's got to be his hair, you know, all that stuff. That's what this video is bringing. Now, it could be refined and everything. Obviously, once we get into the refining aspects of these reels and of these mini adverts, it just propels even more because it becomes more aesthetically pleasing to watch. So people will watch it more often. Look at that. 14,000. Right. Why is the 14,000 one right at the bottom? Sarah, pin it. You got to pin that up here, okay? We want to pin our top performing reels at the top, okay? 234 likes, yeah. Banging. Look at this, 6,000. Right, Sarah. This one, and this one. Top 3, pin at the top, okay? Let's have a look at this man. And you see how it did so well, and there wasn't a lot of context in the caption and stuff. It does very minimal. It's more the content that drives it, and the content was good. You know, again, could be refined. Once you get a level of content down, how I do my reels, and they're just sort of kind of like flawless every time, then it's kind of just, they're just killers every time. But this has got so much potential. How you structured this, okay, these short clips, if we weren't moving around too much and stuff, would have got even more. But that's a banging reel, okay? So you need to look at these outliers and we need to pinpoint that did well, that did that well. I'm going to repeat all of these and just keep going and do exactly what I did and see what works and see if we can get some momentum going, okay? But apart from that, all good. And there's plenty of content there, which is cool. So recycle all of this, all of these reels that you've done and you've used on CapCut, try and get them a bit cleaner, a bit tighter. And if you've still got videos of this man here, see if you can tighten up that reel a bit, make it a little bit, tiny bit shorter if you can, and just refine it to see if it becomes more aesthetic to watch to you, and just repost it. Repost it on the trial reels and see how it does, okay? That's really good. So I think the only things to fix in your bio is this could be taken away. You could have a longer explanation of what you do and how you change people's lives and stuff like this, and change your profile picture and get your face on that. And I know you don't want to, but get on the stories, talk to the camera, introduce yourself, explain what you do and how you help. It doesn't even need to be that corny. Just even if you're just talking about stuff in the salon, you know. I would really hammer the maintenance side of it on the stories. I know you were telling me you were struggling a little bit with the maintenance and getting people to come back often and stuff. And I would just get on there and explain to people, look, guys, you need to be coming back every 3 or 4 weeks. If you're coming over 4 weeks, it is not hygienic. It's not good for your skin. And you know what? People are probably going to smell that as well. Shit like that. And people will go, oh, fuck's sake, that's me. You know. And then you might even see them start booking you more regular. Okay. So do that. Just keep doing that and that and that, and I promise you, you will see some good results from that. Man Like Vagabonds. So Vagabonds is a barbershop and a hair system specialist. Sick. Okay, let's dive into it, Vagabonds. Vagabonds Barbershop, a classic contemporary barbershop located in Stoke-on-Trent. Clean cuts and sharp shaves. Oh, this is interesting, bro. I got a client coming from Stoke-on-Trent, and he's he might need somewhere for his maintenance, so I shall get him to hit you up. First things first. The logo's sick. I mean, I can't read it, but obviously we can see up here what you called. The logo, though, I like the Gothic writing, but I would much rather have a face here, like a face behind the business, but You know what I mean? If you want to run it like Vagabond's Barbershop under a team and stuff like that, that's cool as well. And have you got trims in here as well? Yeah, so you've got trims and you've got hair systems, which is absolutely fine. And it can totally be done like that. But if you wanted to create a separate page for your hair systems, I would have a picture of you and you doing the hair systems, not Vagabonds. But let's just run with it as it is, and let's see, because when we do it like this, everybody looking, you know, you can have them clients with receding hairlines and shit, and they're going to think, oh, he does hair systems, that's sick. He's already a sick barber, so I'm just going to get my hair system with him. So it can totally work as long as the sales funnel's in place. Boom, 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 boom. So, yeah, I mean, I would change all this. You've got your address down here, so we don't need to see Stoke-on-Trent up here. Clean cuts and sharp shaves, like, so old school, bro. Like, I wouldn't bother with that. It's like, it's like 2010 Turkish barber style, that. These little icons as well, I'd take them away. And I would have just a bold statement of who you guys are and what you do. So if you're not just doing hair systems and you want to push your haircuts as well, because you've got other people working in the shop, you want to keep them busy, then we need to push both. So obviously, if you're just hair systems, you push the hair systems, you say, I help men regain their confidence, blah, blah, blah. So I would just tie it in. We help men regain their confidence, thinning, balding, full head of hair, doesn't matter. Something like that. You will come up with a miles better one than me just trying to come off the cuff with it, okay? But yeah, you can try and incorporate what your sort of barbershop ethos is and stuff like that, and then obviously plug the hair systems 100% because they're guaranteed a lot more money, aren't they? So let's have a look. You've got your highlights as hair replacement. That's pretty cool. Let's have a look, flick through these. So hair replacement. That is a horror. That is a horror. What happened to that? So there's a lot of the before going on here. I don't know how this reel did. We'll have a look afterwards. But yeah, that's pretty gnarly, isn't it? So let's have a look. Vagabonds. I'm back. I'm barbering. So I'm assuming this isn't on the same highlights, is it, Joe? Is that your young apprentice killing it? Okay. Highlights are okay, man. Like, not many people click on the highlights, let's be honest. But it is good to have them in order. So what you could do is here you could have a picture of you, like the owner, the main man, who everybody wants to get the haircut by, everybody wants a hair system by, whatever. And then here, each one of these could be labelled underneath, but it could have here a big V for Vagabonds, you know, and brand it that way. But either way, not much in it. So let's have a look at the reels, bro. I'm really interested in the hair system ones, okay? You got a lot of views on this. 8,000, there we go, let's have a look. Okay, so this is that one we've just looked at. That's cool. So check out this massive transformation. New client came in with a mess. Needed a revamp. Extremely discoloured. Now ginger. Thinning holes. So do you know what I would have done with this, bro? I would have absolutely ripped in to whoever did this. And if you did this and he just let it get like that, I would really specify here, like, this is what it will look like if you do not listen to the aftercare, if you do not thingy, blah, blah, blah. Because what you're doing then is you're providing information for people that are actually thinking about this and thinking, what the fuck is it? Why has it gone like that? This and that. Yeah. So it's cool. You've got everything here of what happened, but we could have dived in a bit more. So if you got it in a different place, I would have absolutely slated them, not by naming them whatsoever, but basically saying, this is what happens when, you know what I mean, when you fucking buy cheap and shit like that. Because that after is insane. Sick hair system, brother. Yeah, that looks really, really nice. Miles better in it. So yeah. So I would have just look at the caption and just sort of like look for opportunities. Do you know what I mean? To draw people in even more. DM us today, brother. Let's hope you got a booking link up there somewhere, because I don't like the DMs. I like the DMs sometimes. Like if it's not something people can book for, then fair enough. But the hair systems, they should be able to book for their consultations. We don't need this full address. I would just have a little pin icon, and then your area, like your city, okay? Because people will travel for this. You know, people travel People travel to me 4 or 5 hours sometimes. So you don't need to be so specific with the address there, bro. Let's have a look. That looks like a nice video. Cinematic, Barber Wanton stuff. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Another hair system one here. So 8,000 versus 2,300. Another full fit completed for this client. How did we do? So yeah, you got to imagine like everybody seeing your reels as seeing them for the first time. Yeah, every time. So another full fit completed. It's like people don't really know what full fit is. Like, what is that? This and that. So I would just put a story about how this lad was just absolutely broken with confidence issues and self-esteem because of his hair loss, and it was keeping him down, and we absolutely sorted him out, and he was buzzing with it. And do you know what I mean? Tell a story and feed people into it. Okay. Again, get rid of this, just pin it, and then just have your broad location. Email. So got the email there. What's the email for, bro? Like bookings over email. The hashtags are okay. You don't actually need any. So I would just put 3 or 4. It looks a little bit cleaner as well. But yeah, nice hair system, bro. Clean fade on that as well. So inconsistencies with the feed. Your hair system ones are obviously banging. Yeah. So you got one here that's 8,000 again. So this always does good because people are thinking hairline, aren't they? And yeah, that's cool. So check out the massive change for one of our clients who noticed he was losing his hair fast. Choosing to do something about it, he reached, yeah, perfect. This is exactly what you want. Again, take away that little pin so it's cleaner. So where are you, Stoke? Oh, so there we go. Look, pin, Stoke-on-Trent. That's it. 3 hashtags. That's all you need. And that would look so clean and like nice. You did a good job with the description there, bro. Boom, 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 boom. Cuts are fucking fire. Yeah, nice haircuts, bro. Again, you see these like hashtags just look, and the ats and that, they just look crazy, bro. So we don't need to look this desperate. And I understand that it was this was the way to go. 30 hashtags and ats and stuff like that, 100%. But everything's changed now, so they will actually penalize you for overusing the hashtags now, to the point where they'll shadow ban you, because it's like you're acting as spam, like AI spam. I love all these videos. I've watched one of these before. They're really cool, and they give a really cool sort of view on the barbershop and the environment, which is awesome. But again, if you're trying to pump the hair systems, I would just hair system the fuck out of this page. But if you are promoting your barbershop and stuff, then this content's really cool. You're showing like smiling faces and you're showing like banter and stuff, obviously, and it's really cool. So, and you're showing the team members as well. Haircut wise, haircuts are different, man. Like haircuts are different. If you want haircuts to bang, we need to lead with a process again, and the process is the same with the hair systems. So we can go with like nice clean sections and a couple of snips and a couple of clipper work, and then bosh, and then you've got a really nice curated reel. I have done a couple in the past. I didn't upload them though. I was just messing around with my new camera for some angles, but because obviously a haircut's a haircut in it, and like fade's nice. It's cool. 1 million hashtags again. But what I find with the haircuts, bro, how they bang is structure them like you would do a hair system reel. So you want a before, a during, and an after. That's it. Couple of clips. So you like 1 clip of the before, 2 or 3 clips of a process. So you could be like section, chrome down, in the hand, snip, snip, and then bosh. Okay, that sort of style. Those sort of things bang. Okay. Fading work, you can like do some nice clipper work, and it will like zoom slowly into the clipper work and bosh onto the next bit, and so on and so forth. So they're really easy to do once you get the hang of it, and once you do them sort of more and more. But if you're not looking to push the haircuts, don't bother. Just keep doing the hair systems, brother. But I like the Halloween thing as well. I saw that before. That's sick. The haircuts are really nice, but what I find with the barbershop ones is you just end up with pictures of haircuts, and it's like there's so many good barbers now. Like a good skin fade doesn't mean shit. You know what I mean? Like for me, if I was to open a barbershop, I would be focusing on promoting the image and promoting the customer service side of things and what you sort of experience while you're in the shop and stuff, that would bring more clients in. You guys don't look like you're suffering for clients. You look like you're busy shop on that anyway. But if it's the hair system side of things you wanted to push, I would just absolutely hammer hair systems all the time. Bang, bang. These things, see this guy, 8,000, put him on again. Put him on again, right at the top. So they'll just go into the top with Bosch. Doesn't matter if you keep reusing your reels. What you're trying to do is build up momentum within Instagram so it understands what content you're pumping out. So if we've got a lot of different shit going on, you have to have the content bucket so dialed that every single day you're putting one of each on. Does that make sense? So hair systems, just Bosch, Bosch, Bosch. And I will be amazed if you don't start getting more bookings for hair systems just because of the volume of people seeing it. But overall, nice page, man. Like, you obviously take pride in your work. Like Sarah, the quality of work like you guys are putting out is really good. So there's no effort, there's no problems with that at all. So showing off the work, we just need to work on like, how do we show off the work? Because it's clear that the hair systems get the more views and they give you more money. So it's like, just do that. Just do that all the time. And that's why it makes sense sometimes to have a separate page, just so you can absolutely hammer the hell out of it. And you can keep your barbershop one nice and clean and more sort of customer service orientated, and obviously people can see their trims and stuff like that. So that's my 2 cents, brother. I hope that helped. I know it's not amazingly in depth, but you're doing a good job, bro. So yeah, if you wanted to like take your haircut edits to the next level, then that's a different thing. Like, just give me a DM and I can have a word with you about that. But other than that, like, just keep pushing hair systems, bro, because they're pumping, they're moving. Do you know what I mean? And it'd be really interesting to know how many clients you actually have on board for hair systems versus your haircuts. That's a really big thing as well, to know when can we go full time, what's our limit and stuff, you know. So I'll tell you what, bro, if you see this, send me a DM. Tell me how much you charge for a haircut, how much you charge for a system, and how many clients you have first, you know, for a hair system and that. I'm just very curious to know. So there you go, brother. If there's anything else, like I said, everybody can just jump on the group and put all things in there. So we've got Crown Company, I think it is. Let's have a look at this page. Again, would love to see just profile picture. Profile picture of a human being would be ideal, because this logo, the whole logo thing, like, people don't really care about logos. Like, it's very old school. It's very Google. It's very Facebook. You know, big companies, corporate kind of things, people have logos now. And us sort of smaller businesses, and especially service-based industries, I really like to see a person. I really like to see like a human being there. Like, I know who I'm watching now, you know, and you build that trust with people. So let's have a look. Crown hair replacement hair systems. This is really good. This is what people will be searching for. Crown Hair Co. Just get rid of that. Probably not needed. I would put your name. Like, I assume this is you, and that you're the one that does hair systems if you're in another shop or whatever. I would put you and I would promote you. What is your name, by the way, bro? Tyrone. Okay, Tyrone. That's it. Tyrone, hair replacement, blah, blah, blah. I help men regain their confidence with men's hair replacement systems. Perfect, bro. Manchester, Astley, bang on. Booking link. Let's have a look. I'm excited to see the booking link. Vagabonds. You didn't have a booking link, I don't think. Get a booking link. So, okay, we've got a landing page. Not necessary, but it looks pretty nice and it looks pretty clean, to be fair. Men's hair replacement, book now. We've got 2 book now buttons. That's cool. That's what we want. As easy as possible. What's this? Okay, I see. I'm not keen on this. Do you know what I mean? Because it took me a few seconds then to work out what was going on. Because it was like in the middle. It was weird, but yeah. The before and after is pretty cool on that, though, isn't it? Let's have a look. Book now. So, book now. Hair replacement consultation, £30. Yes, bro. This is what I'm talking about. Guys, this is exactly how it should be. See how easy that was? There was one link, I just clicked on it, I clicked the book now button, and here I am. I'm in it, I'm paying, I'm ready to give Tyrone some fucking money. This is exactly how it should be done. This is exactly what I want everybody to copy. You don't need a landing page, do it with Booksy. But if you want a landing page because you like designing shit and that's fine. Just make it super streamlined like this, super streamlined. Tyrone, excellent job on this. Our hair replacement consultation offers personalised assessments. So identified, wicked. Yeah. So then we would book. Select service, time release, hang type, blah blah blah. Search for appointments. Yep, mate, perfect. Yep, perfect. And the landing page is not too bad. It's actually really nice. So that is pretty cool. Again, though, promote yourself, bro. Tyrone, not Crown Co. Tyrone. All right, brother. So I'm really stoked with that. Let's move down to the content. So one thing's really clear. Oh, that's my alarm. It's literally my bedtime. One thing's really clear on this is it's super clean, and it's really aesthetically to walk through your feed. But again, for everybody watching, like that's not necessary. Like you look at my feed and it probably looks like a mess. Nobody sits on here and scrolls through the feed. They click a video and they keep scrolling through your videos. So it's the cover photos and the hooks and stuff that actually make the difference. But I like how the head is in the middle of the screen every time. So yeah, top marks, brother. Let's have a look. Let's dive into the reels. Okay. We got some good ones. Yeah, man, we got some good ones. So these are the two hefty ones at the top. So I can see you're quite new to the game. So people always say that, oh, I don't have any content to do. You know, I haven't got enough clients. Reuse all your clients. Like redo all your reels. Like you can re-upload all these and go into your CapCut where you've already you've already edited them and just edit them slightly differently and upload them again. Okay, get some volume going. And if they've already done well, they'll do well again. In theory. Top performing one, this one. 14,000 views. Yeah, man, that's pretty good. I would take away the cutting of the system and just focus on these things you've done and just have if you cut down your process clips there a little bit, hone them in and focus them a little bit more on like clipper, scissor, comb, that kind of thing. Really good. I like it. It's engaging. It's done well because it is engaging because you're just watching it and entertained to see this final result. Okay. So yeah, really good reel. Really good reel. Again, quite a lot of hashtags. Don't really need that. Hashtag crown coat. Nobody's searching that, bro. New hair. Yeah, really just like hair system, hair replacement, hair loss. Just go with them three. See how you do. Just test them and see. I think you'll be absolutely fine with them because the content is good. Okay, why did this one do not as well? Because the hand's in front of the face. There's, it's one of them. It's not as entertaining. We're not seeing what's going on. Do you know what I mean? So you can obviously see what you've done there, different to the other one. You're covering everything that's going on with your hand. So that's why people are like, oh, fuck it, I can't be asked. And that is literally how brutal people are. What we got here, nice. So you could have started that a little bit later as the clipper was moving. So as the clipper starts moving, that's when you start. Okay, so you can just go into your CapCut and just sort of split them up and stuff. But yeah, nice. And again with the clippers there, if you started it later as it was just dragging down the head, that's what I normally do, and it normally just looks a little bit more aesthetically pleasing. And it just makes the reel flow a little bit more. But yeah, good. And they're performing well. Yeah, they're performing very well. So let's have a look at this one. I believe it's a hair system, undertext or non-surgical same-day results. So, yep, good advert. Tag someone who needs this. Yeah, I always find when we ask people to tag people, they never bloody do they? Yeah, man, you're doing a good job of these. You got the Hanzos. Do you like the Hanzos, bro? I tried the Hanzos for a bit. They're actually really good, but I'm just pure Mizutanis at the moment. I love the Mizutanis, but the Hanzos are good. Yeah, man. Like the reels are absolutely bang on. You're clearly quite new to the hair system game, and we could do with some refining with the sort of end product, but that's really like scraping the barrel. Do you know what I mean? Like it's good. The work is good. Your work is very good. So the more you do, the better you're going to get, and the more impressive these before and afters are going to be. Like to anybody that doesn't really watch hair systems, like it's impressive enough, and they're going to be like, "Wow, I want that." So, good job on the reel. Again, this one, another 8,000 views, very good. So we've got clear before, yep, and we've got these sort of dramatic shots going on as well. I like to do these quite a lot. We could limit the clips in this, like it could just be one stroke along the head, then the glue on the head, and then putting the system on. That would have cut it down by half, and it probably would have done even more because it's like so snappy. But again, scraping the barrel, bro, because that's it's really good. So yeah, I think your content's good, bro, and your funnel is like really nice. I would just like to see a bit more of you on here on your stories, because I click on, there's nothing on your stories either. So I would say we constantly want something on the stories, and nothing does better than getting on and talking to the camera and being just authentic. You don't have to talk about hair systems, talk about whatever you want, and people will just buy into you, and eventually when they find out you do hair systems, they're going to want one off you. So that's my 2 cents. So yeah, I hope that helped, bro. Anything else, pop it in the group if you